Hi, this is Jim Hawley with USXX.com, and I'm here with Team Kawasaki manager Mike Fischer. Mike, James Stewart coming back. That was a surprise. I didn't think he'd be here.
Yeah, it's a little. It's I guess surprising. A month ago it would be a surprise. I think 2 weeks ago, pretty good possibility, and we kind of waited to the end, and we decided that it's good. His knee's fine, and he's physically fine, mentally fine, so we're gonna do it.
How long's he been actually on the bike? You had to think about that, huh? A couple weeks, a month?
The week before Motocross of Nations, he rode a couple days on our test track, and he actually looked good right away, but his endurance wasn't real good, and he's been training at home last, I think, 2 weeks. He looks real good.
We had a chance. We're old rivals. We used to battle a lot. How cool is it that he runs the #1 plate here in Vegas at the MGM Grand Garden? I think that's pretty cool that Kawasaki said, hey, let's run the #1 plate.
It is cool. I mean, I think that, my opinion is that they should run the #1 plate if they win. I mean, if they're the champion, they should win it. I think James feels, similar. I think he most likely will run it next year because I think it's an opportunity. It's a dream. I think it's always your dream to be #1 and run the plate if you can.
No pressure here in Vegas for him. I mean, just race. I talked to him a little bit earlier, and he said, I'm just going to come out. I just want to race, and if I win, great. If I don't, it's no big deal. The main thing is I don't want to jeopardize the start of the Supercross season in January.
Exactly. We had a long talk this week. We spoke about the reasons for racing the event, and that mostly it's just he hasn't raced in a while. Let's get a race under his belt. Let's get warmed up. If he has any nerves, let's get rid of them. Just use this as a practice, and that's what we're going to do. I think there's no pressure to win it. We just want to get him out here racing.
The key in talking to you, Mike, is that when you're working with a lot of young riders, you got to talk to them a lot. You got to say, look, this is what's on the line. This is what could be jeopardized, because a lot of these guys they want to go out and win everything, and they don't think about the consequences and what if something happens. And I think with the Outdoor Nationals, you guys felt a little of that. What could happen if you made a mistake?
I agree, and I think you're right. It's hard for a rider to not think about the long term of racing. And James is one of those riders that wants to win every time he rides, no matter what. In fact, no matter if we talked this week or not, he's still going to try to win. I'm sure of it. But as far as Kawasaki's concerned, we want him to just do his best and get a race under his belt, feel confident about going into next year.
Is he on the 08? I mean, are you guys testing already the 08 stuff, or is he just on his settings that he was here when he was here in Vegas in May when he wrapped up the championship? Well, he actually wrapped it up in Seattle, but is he on that bike or is he on an 08?
He's on an 07. He's on exactly what you said. The last time we were in Vegas, he raced this bike, and he's racing the same setting.
A little insight for the people listening in and watching. When would you start testing on the 08 bike? Like next week, or you give a couple weeks off? When does that all take place?
We started testing internally with our test rider a little bit, not with our race riders, and our schedule with our riders is next week, actually. So we start next week.
Well, there you go. You heard it from Mike Fischer, Monster Kawasaki team manager. Next week, they got a lot of work to start on.